What's up, y'all? Welcome to episode 12 of Wynter Essentials. For those that may not know, I go by the name of DJ Wynter here with my right-hand man, co-host
DP.
And we are here in the building. DP, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling great.
It feel good to be back in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? So if this is your first time joining us, thank you guys. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Talk to us. We do talk back. It is myself or DP in the comments talking to y'all. You heard me.
And watch y'all mouth in them comments too.
That's a fact. Hello.
But nah. For the most part, everybody cool, But just saying.
Nah, but no, what? No, niggas stand on that. They do need to watch their mouth. You know what I mean?
Just let niggas know.
Yeah, hello. Now we start every episode off with the warm up. The warm up is where we talk about things that may have happened or transpired in the culture that has the culture in the chokehold. Mm-hmm. So two things that we feel like was worth the conversation today. Coming in first with Cenat and Druski's epic live stream. Let's give both of them, you know what I'm saying? Shit. A round of applause. Man. You heard me for epic live stream that was just hilarious, bro. It was when Druski came in the room, you know what I mean, doing his standing on business.
Nah, they set the tone for the type of live it was gonna be.
The way he walked in, you know what I mean?
Was funny,
and then it was when Druski, I think he stood on Nikki's chair.
Oh yeah, Kai was like, get off Nikki's chair, bro. Get off Nikki's chair.
So, hey, Nikki, Kai really, Kai really rock with you. He's staying for Nikki for sure. Yep. Now, the dynamic duo, bro, like, I just really appreciated them collabing and not really being afraid to cross-brand with each other, bro, because, a lot of niggas is gatekeepers within our culture, and that's unfortunate. So I was just ecstatic to see them work together. And like you said earlier or whatnot, like, this wasn't their first time working with each other, but we've never seen it on this type of platform with this magnitude where they really had to, like, engage with one another, right? We've never seen it on a live stream or a show, essentially, because that's what I took it as. It was a show. You know what I mean? And there was just so many hilarious moments throughout the live stream. And I think my favorite was when he dated they set him up with a blind date with the older white lady, and Druski was just gaming her up. When he be like talking in his real heavy voice. And then he took her hand and then like he licked her hand. He said, this is what I can do to you, right? Like, and then he told her, she said something to him, and he said, hey baby, let's check this out. I'm a grower, not a shower. He said, you're going to have to make this grow, and if you make it grow, it's here to stay. Druski is crazy. DP, what was your favorite part?
Man, my favorite part, it was quite a few. But my favorite part had to be that entrance, man. That entrance was classic, and that shit, once I seen that, I already knew the type of timing them niggas was about to be on. I'm like, this shit finna be funny.
Oh my God.
Overall with the streaming, I thought it was a great idea. I want to see Kai and Druski collab more. And like, maybe not just on the inside on the streaming shit or like doing the like skit shit that they did in the past, but maybe like on like a tour or going out or bring Kai to his Could Have Been Records auditions.
Oh, that would be dope.
Like some shit like that. And then the cross working and cross collabing, I just thought that shit was brilliant. We see Kai do that a lot with a lot of his fellow content creators and other streamers. And they were even bought in on the stream. So it's like definitely putting your peers on to a bigger platform too. So and that shit was hilarious, man.
Man, that shit was really hilarious. And we gonna go out on a limb and say, y'all, we need a TV show. We need somebody to pick up Kai, Cenat, and Druski for a TV show.
So much money probably with that streaming shit, like the deal that they would have to create or the network would have to create for them would have to be crazy.
It would, bro, but they would get that back. Oh, yeah, times facts, 3. You know what I mean? So,
but their demographic and their audience is mainly on that online shit, on like YouTube, streaming. Like when we think about it, a lot of the younger generation, they don't really watch TV.
But I feel like they could transition it to an app like Netflix and app like Peacock, Hulu. You know what I mean?
Like something with
like a series. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I think that would be brilliant for the both of them. You know what I mean? So let us know in the comments if y'all want to see more from Kai, Cenat, and Druski like us. Talk to us. We talk back. Next on the warm up, we have Mike Epps making an appearance on All the Smoke, hosted by Matt Barnes, Steven Jackson, and him basically, you know, sharing some of his experiences while filming the movie All About the Benjamins. One of my favorite movies of all time. It's definitely in my top 10. And Mike Epps is in my top 10 for comedians too. But he was very transparent, you know, and he shared to the world that he was abusing cocaine while he was filming that movie. Yeah. And then it was due to him. You know, play a clip, DP. Go ahead. Play the clip.
Yeah, we could just play
play the snippet.
Drugs, I've been through hell. You know what I'm saying? I did most of the movies on cocaine. All About the Benjamins, I used to sit in Ice Cube's trailer in the morning and be crying, tears. He like, Mike, wipe your face, man. You a king, nigga. Stop doing this shit to yourself. I'm sitting there wiping myself because I was I had survivor's remorse.
Right there.
Yeah, right there. So that basically is letting us know, y'all, that like Mike Epps was in a functioning depression as he was filming a movie due to him not feeling accepted by his peers and or people that he grew up with in his in his hometown, Indianapolis. He just felt like, you know, something was wrong with him because he was outgrowing them. Yeah. Which is crazy. You know what I mean? And for him to use cocaine to kind of like
as a coping mechanism
and to mask that feeling, I think that is crazy. But what I think is even crazier is the fact that he still portrayed a phenomenal job at his role. Yeah. On the movie All About the Benjamins, right? So that is a testament to that man's greatness. Yeah. The fact that he was on cocaine and still was able to display that performance and still be locked in and get in that bag and still just, you know what I mean? Just and still translate what he was trying to sell on camera. That's fucking crazy, bro. Yeah. And that's like, and shout out to Mike Epps for real for sharing that, because there's niggas that do this, bro, like that have different coping mechanisms that, you know, aren't really kosher, you know, and it's fucked up, devices, bro. Yeah, it's fucked up.
No, I hear you. And when it comes to Mike Epps, right, and shout out to Cat Williams. He kind of like set the tone for like the comedics.
Hit the horns for Cat. Hit the horns for Cat.
Facts. He set the tone for the comedians to come out and like be vulnerable and like share their stories. And you know, Cat, he pretty much exposed some truth, right? And Mike Epps, he ended up exposing truth upon himself. And I thought when, you know, especially as men, right, black men, you don't really see a lot of us up there being vulnerable or going to these platforms being vulnerable when it comes to certain personal situations or, you know, certain things like that, right? Because it's looked upon as you weak, you soft, or you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what you're talking about. But with Mike, with him being a comedic entertainer or a comedian, with him doing that, I think that was great. And, you know, it's kind of showing what how Cat set the tone, how others can come out and really share their stories. And I'm happy that Mike was able to really do that and present that on camera. And I want to see especially more of that, because us as black men, we got to take care of our mental health. And I think with Mike being that vulnerable, he's going to help others, especially in the industry. Because when we think about like functioning depression or, you know, doing functioning addicts, we had like Whitney Houston, rest in peace. You know, she lost her life. Michael Jackson, like, you know, a lot of the greats we lost behind a lot of substance abuse. And I'm happy he was able to just kind of share that and put light on that.
Yeah, and to inspire up and coming, you know, comedians or actors like, yo, like, you don't have to do that, right? Like, you find different outlets, go to therapy.
Exactly.
Surround yourself with the right friends, you know? You know, I want to have a vulnerable moment real quick. This is all candid, y'all. You know, none of this is scripted. This is all off the top. DP, what is one of your coping mechanisms when you're in a functioning depression?
Well, you know, it is crazy, right? Because I want to say, for me, I've seen what depression looks like, but you know, I think a lot of us did, especially over the last 3-4 years. We all went through a dark time in our life, right? And with me, I would say that would be the time where I felt the most depressed. You know, I felt it while the world was feeling it. And with that, a lot of my coping mechanisms were unhealthy. You know, I turned to pretty much overeating, right? I was smoking like very heavily, like you know, like different shit like that, to where it was a point to where I was like, nah, I don't want this. I need to change. I need to switch up what I'm doing, and you know, transition to a better place. And you know, it takes a lot of willpower and a lot of courage for one to get there. So you know, everybody has their own steps, and you know, their own way that they get through it, and whatever works for you, I just pray that you get through it. You know, whoever might be going through that.
Right. I would say for me, whenever I'm in like a functioning depression, a coping mechanism for me is probably like isolation. In a sense, like, you know, I'm a very socialite, like trying to, you know me, bro. I love to be around people. I talk to any and everybody.
Yeah.
But it's like when I'm like going through something, like, and it's like, and it's weighing on me heavy, like I tend to just really just kind of want to be by myself. And I smoke weed like heavily. Like
no, I get
when
you.
I smoke, like I was smoking heavy, like when my cousin, you know, God rest his soul, Booby passed away. I was like, I didn't even realize I was in a functioning depression until I got out of it, because I was, and then like it was like something just triggered for me to get out of it, and I got out of it, and I just realized that amount of money that I was spending on weed, and like, you know what I mean, the amount of time that I was playing the game, you know what I mean. So it's just like that type of stuff, and you know, listen, there's nothing wrong with playing the game. The game is cool and all that other stuff, but you also have to understand like there's limits for everything, and you know when like, okay, like I'm just doing this a little too much.
Facts.
You know, so
but you see, you're self-aware, and you know, when it comes through mental health and battles with that, a lot of people aren't necessarily self-aware. You know, so I think it's a blessing to be self-aware and to kind of catch yourself before you get into like in that dark place.
But and right, but you know what helps with being self-aware though is your village.
Facts.
Right?
Facts,
so that's
facts,
why
facts.
your village.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
So that's why it was easy for me to get out of that, because the people that were around me knew what I was like. They could see that I was being different. They could see that I was being distant. They could see that I was smoking weed a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They could see that. They just saw it weighing on me. You know, I wasn't myself. So it was several conversations with my sisters, you know, my grandmother, my mom. Like,
Right.
you know, they were just like, yo, like, you're not... What is wrong with you? You're not just the same. All you do is just smoke weed, go in the room and play your game. Like that's not you. You know what I mean? So, and I think that is what Mike Epps was lacking. He didn't have that village. But thank God for Ice Cube telling him like, bro, you a boss, you a king, like whoop whoop. And that would kind of like it got him to snap out of it essentially and to step in and fulfill a life-changing role in the movie All About the Benjamins. And it's a life-changing role for him that just created an endless amount of opportunities for him down the line. And that's why he's one of the greatest comedians of all time.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So shout out to Mike Epps for being transparent. We appreciate it. If y'all haven't checked out that interview on All the Smoke, be sure to. And that was it for the warm-up. Talk to us. We talk back. Next on Winter Essentials, we have Essential Sports Report. You heard? You feel me? Coming out the gates with Mike Tyson and Jake Paul have announced they are agreeing to fight live on Netflix.
We need to, for that.
Womp, womp, womp. I didn't know how many times. I thought the shit can do it several times. You know what I'm saying? God damn. Because at the end of the day, look, nobody wants to see this shit. I'm going to be honest. Nobody want to see this shit. I mean, I'm going to watch it because I'm already subscribed to Netflix. Might as well. You know, but nobody going to see this shit. But what I will say is this. If Jake Paul step in that ring and knock Mike Tyson out, y'all, Jake Paul's entire career is rigged, because I already feel like it's rigged because the niggas that he's going in the ring and knocking out is just crazy. So it's like if he does this to Mike Tyson, Jake Paul is a plant at this point. They just trying to make Jake Paul something that he's not, and they just capitalizing off of him. You know what I mean? They trying to like create some sort of like holy narrative, YouTube transforming into like mega boxer or something. It's just like, bro, I don't know. It just gives fake. I don't believe it. And I don't want to see this.
Nah, facts. And you know, that's what I was just thinking. Like, wasn't this nigga a streamer? Like, wasn't he on the YouTube scene? And then, you know, he started doing all these fights, and then he won these fights that you would have never thought that he would win. So he is pretty much a plant in the boxing, area, right? And for him fighting Mike Tyson, you know, if he beats Mike Tyson, then I absolutely know for sure. Like, this shit was set up.
It's rigged.
You know, like, this shit was made to be that way. Because ain't no way in hell. I mean, the only thing is, Mike ain't got to worry about nobody trying to bite him, you know? Like, so when he get back in the ring, he should be straight. And then
wait, hold on. Nigga, Mike did the biting. He didn't.
Oh, he did do the biting. Oh, shit. Well, nigga, hold on. That changes the narrative.
Yeah,
you know
so
what
that
saying?
means shit. Jake gotta worry about.
Paul gotta worry about. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know, Mike, I was trying to stall you out, you know, but damn.
Oh my god.
But shit, man, I don't know what this shit is right here. Whatever happens, you know, it is what it is. Are they betting on this fight? Like, are you allowed to? You know, is this gonna be one of the picks?
Like a prize pick or something?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know,
Prize pick. Y'all letting us bet on the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight?
Yeah,
talk to us. We need a sponsorship.
Because that's a fact. I'm definitely gonna put money on Jake. But
you put him. Oh,
I mean, because.
Yeah, because they want him to win. He's been knocking everybody out that he shouldn't have knocked out. It's crazy, bro. It's really ridiculous, and I just can't fuck with it. If Jake Paul knocks out Mike Tyson, I'm going to be over the sport of boxing. Yeah. Y'all heard it here first. I'm over it. Not watching no more fights. Done. Yeah. Can't do it because they trying to make that man into something that he's not. And I just can't respect it.
I do. So, I mean, if he fighting Mike, okay, but I want to see
Mike at 50-something.
Exactly, but he should fight Terrence Crawford. You know, I want to see, like,
Terrence Crawford wouldn't even give,
but it'd be a bag for him.
But Terrence Crawford wouldn't even. That would actually tarnish Terrence Crawford's legacy if he stepped in the ring with Jake Paul.
But if he fighting Mike,
Mike is nigga 50 years old. Like that doesn't.
Okay,
that's
so
what I'm
he's
saying.
Retired.
Like, this is all like it almost in a sense retail driven. Like they just doing this shit to make money. Yeah. So I don't know. But let us know in the comments. Are y'all ready to watch? Talk to us. We talk back. Next on the Central Sports Report, we have Draya announcing her pregnancy, you know, via Instagram. Yeah, via Instagram.
Yep.
And, you know, child of her unborn daughter is Jalen Green. You know what I'm saying? Houston Rockets for Jalen Green. Now, like, I'm going to take a page out of DP's book. The part that is making everybody gripe is the fact that Draya is 39 and Jalen Green is 22. Now, if you're asking me, it's consensual. At the end of the day, he knew what he was signing up for. She knew what she was signing up for. They both, as adults, knew the risk that could happen if you have unprotected sex. You may have a fucking baby. And they're having a baby. I don't understand what the big deal it is. If he's okay with it, she's okay with it. Who the fuck cares what everybody else think? I feel like we should just be praying for a healthy baby and a good co-parenting situation. That's what we should be talking about. You know what I mean? Yeah. But talking about, oh, she's preying on him and she's a predator, whoop, whoop, whoop. That nigga probably approached her. I guarantee you she didn't approach him. He probably hopped in her DMs. So if you can wear the shoe, nigga, the shoe fits, nigga, wear it. I'm proud of the nigga.
We know Draya's history in her previous storylines of how she entered the industry, attaching herself to athletes, right? And with that, she has storylines of being an alleged gold digger. So I think when you think of context more around that, and also Jalen Green's ex, Bria Miles. Not Bria Miles.
Bria Hicks.
Yeah, Bria Hicks. She used to model for Draya's swimwear line, and you know, obviously that's Draya's. Well, now Draya's dating Jalen Green, but that was Bria's ex. So it just seems a little bit, you know, kind of a little. I don't want to say planned, for lack of a better word, but, you know, Draya knew what she was doing. And I think, it's nothing wrong with them having sex at all, right? But it's like when you're as big, Draya is damn near 40, right? Her big age. He's 22. We already know 9 times out of 10 how this might turn out to be, which is going to be him on child support, right? Yes, having the child is a blessing, right? And I think that, you know, that's amazing no matter how, you know, that's happening, whatever the situation is. But it's also like Draya should, you know, be kind of held accountable in a way, because if this was a man in this situation, he would be ridiculed to where he would be looked upon as a predator.
So wait,
you know what I'm saying?
No, that's not true though, because
But
nigga,
it
Robert
is,
De Niro
though.
just had a baby, nigga at 80. Nobody calling him a predator, nigga.
No, but that's
and his wife was 40 something.
That's something. That's
no,
totally different.
you gotta. It's the same shit.
Yeah, that can be a conversation as well too. But it's like Draya has a son that's damn near that boy's age.
Who gives a fuck? Because
But it's not about giving a fuck, right? I think more so, I think it's like, yeah, the more so mature lens around it is we have to like really stop the double standard, you know? Because if we think about all the, Marcus Houston and who else that was dating somebody that was very young? You know, it's been many. Well, you know, I don't want to say R. Kelly.
Nigga, I was about to say, nigga, you can't compare that to R. Kelly now, nigga.
But, you know,
that's
like
crazy.
But you got to see where the conversation is going.
I feel like that's extreme, bro.
No, yeah, not
that's
that extreme. That's
bro.
why, you know, but I'm just saying, if a man can be held accountable, so should a woman. And I think
nigga,
Draya,
but you just said all this shit about Draya. She's a gold digger. She's this. She's
alleged.
that.
I'm not saying that.
No,
That's what was the
but
storylines
allegedly she's a gold digger. Allegedly she's, you know, she goes seeking athletes so she can, you know what I mean? All that other shit, right?
Yeah.
However, if that is the case, Jalen Green knew that. So if he's willing to risk that, then who cares?
No, that's a fact too. You know what I'm saying? But
and the thing is, with the Bria Hicks situation, it's like, I mean,
but you know, like it does seem a little sneaky. It does seem a little like, you know what I'm saying? Like Draya, you too old for that.
What
you
the
know
thing
what I'm
is
saying?
though, when you're in that world, everybody knows everybody, bro. It's like LA, bro.
No, facts. I get that. I understand that. But what I'm saying is that Draya, you know, she is the age gap, and you already knew this about him already. You know, that's where I kind of see it does. I can see how one would see how it would look bad on her side.
I mean, I guess, but shit, like for me, I'm just like, look, if you like it, I love it. I applaud it.
Yeah, now it's about solutions. Yeah. What can they do now to make sure that this, you know, baby has the best life that it can possibly have, with job being the parents of this child, right?
Right, and I think that, and like I said in the beginning, that comes down to just us, you know what I mean? I feel like the masses need
it's really none of our business.
Yeah, exactly. But
this is what the industry is. This is how they put it out there. You know, and Draya, she already knew that this would be a conversation.
Yeah, she knew it, and if he's okay with it, I feel like she's okay with it.
Exactly.
Like, okay, if you really gonna wear this hat and you know the scrutiny that's gonna come along with this, if you like it, I'm loving, I'm down. Let's
what can we do?
What can we do? So if they both agreed that she was willing to carry the baby, he's willing, like, yo, I'll take care of the baby and step up, I'm good. Gotcha. You know? So that was it for Essential Sports Report. Talk to us. We talk back. Next, we got DP pulling your card. Talk to him, DP.
Yes, so pull your card. This is the segment where we judge your behavior based off how you present it in the media, right? So up this week, we have Offset was on $1 million worth of game with Wallo and Gillie. Okay. And I just want to play a little bit of the clip so we can kind of get context of what he said.
I don't feel like I owe it to people to show how much me and bro love each other. So when it should be, and I'm gonna say that because I'm on some real shit, real nigga podcast. This ain't no interview where somebody trying to ask me about this shit. They don't give a fuck. On this, so I speak like I don't feel like it's our job to show y'all. And I don't feel like it's our job. We got some. We went through something. We don't have to show you smiles and faces and y'all be. So stop doing that. Like y'all ain't hating on each other. So stop doing that. Like ain't hating.
Yeah. So Offset, he talked about his relationship with Quavo. And I thought that this, you know, with him speaking to Wallo and Gillie about it, clearly he felt comfortable. You know, he felt like he was around some real niggas, like you said. And he wanted to share that information because of what he's been seeing in the blogs and in the media, right? The narratives that they've been painting. And, you know, when you're dealing with family, right? Because these are family members, you know, or, you know, people who grew up together and they had a loss that was really close to them, that was in a group with them. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, they had just broke up right before the loss, you know? So a lot of those emotions and a lot of those, you know, feelings that they may have, that's real. And they don't owe the audience, the fans, none of that.
Exactly.
And I feel like with Offset speaking on this, you know, I'm happy that he did, because hopefully it kind of, like, you know, killed the narratives that people are creating and kind of let people to know to, like, back off, because you know what you doing more harm than good,
right,
in a way. And you know, I want to issue the green card to Offset for that being vulnerable and pretty much expressing his relationship with Quavo.
Right, and you know, I agree with that, and I think that green card is definitely fitting for this situation. And you know, it's a funny saying, like, or it's a famous saying, I should say. What's understood don't gotta be said.
Exactly.
So as long as him and you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So as long as him and Quavo have an understanding, them niggas don't care about what the narratives that the media is trying to create them to, trying to play them against each other, you know?
Yeah.
But I just hope, like you said, it does kill that narrative. And it allows them two men to focus on their careers, and first and foremost, not focus on their careers. First and foremost, focus on healing. They just lost their brother. Focus on peace, and then focus on their careers and their families. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm happy to see that they're in a good space. I felt like since they performed with each other at the BET Awards in honor of Takeoff, like I was like, okay, they're in a good space.
But they even created tension behind that, right?
Yeah, they were trying to play that about, and,
you know,
so, you know, but it just lets you know, like, you know, everything ain't what the media, you know, wants it to be, you know, and I'm just happy that he cleared it up, and like he told. And he did it. I'm happy he did it on Wallo and Gillie's platform.
Yeah, and one would probably say that we contradicting ourselves because we report on the media or we talk about it or, you know, whatever. But when it comes to dealing with families, I think,
we
you know,
real
it should be a
niggas
certain
when it comes
respect.
to it. Yeah, gotta be
you
some
know,
respect
like
to
you
that.
should kind of like, you know, leave certain shit alone.
Yeah, especially when it's dealing with death and all that while they're grieving. Yeah,
and, you know, you got niggas creating think pieces and putting this shit together and all of this. So, you know, shout out to Offset for really just putting that message out there, and hopefully you niggas stop these narratives. You know what I'm saying?
You niggas is crazy as fuck. That's hilarious. Next on Winter Essentials, we have Now Playing. Now Playing is where we put y'all on to new music, because what's a playlist without the right essentials?
Facts.
Coming in hot with 4 Bats. Act 2, Date at 8.
Yeah.
Featuring the GOAT. Well, I should say Act 2, Date at 8 remix featuring the GOAT, Drizzy Drake. You know what I'm saying? Champagne Poppy went on that motherfucker and just did his thing. And you know, we manifested this shit. Pull in the clip. We said we wanted 4 Bats and Drake to do a record. And what happens? Drake hopped on his viral song that put me, like, when I first heard that song on TikTok, I was like, damn, who is this nigga? And it just, you know, and it opened me up to his catalog. But what's funny is, DP, when I first heard the song sounded cool, but it left me wanting more.
Exactly, because it was what, like 2 minutes?
Yeah,
like,
but now it sounds like a complete song.
Exactly.
Because, you know, Maya Nesbitt said it best. I was really trying to think about, like, damn, how can I really, like, articulate what I felt when I listened to this? And Maya Nesbitt, shout out to the homegirl Maya Nesbitt. You know, she posted a screenshot on her story with this song, the artwork of this song, and she was like, when Drake be draking. You know what I mean? Drake was definitely drinking on this one. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if real Drake fans understand that, he went into that bag, and I just fuck with it, bro. Like, it's really, he gonna go places, bro. 4 Bats gonna go places. And then him even signing an EP deal with OVO was crazy. So it's like, it just gives me, like, I don't know, like I told you the other day, like, The Weeknd and Drake, when they were like coming up on the come up. Remember how their sounds just complement each other so well? Yeah. And it just gives that again. And like you even said, who would you compare it to?
P&D, Party Next Door.
Him and P&D.
The collabs that they did.
You know what I'm saying?
So, you know, when we see a new artist on the rise and they come out with a good hit and it gets traction like 4 Bats did, I think that, you know, he's off to a great start. And getting Drake on the remix is an even better start, right? Yeah. With the remix, we heard Drake get into his, of course, he got into the melodic bag, right? Mm-hmm. And then he got into his popping shit. You know, I just noticed how he switched up the lyrics on one of them. 4 Bats was like, 500 for your fucking hair. Yeah. 200 for your fucking nails. Yeah. Drake was like, 1,000 for your fucking hair. Yeah. 200 on your fucking nails. So, you know, Drake just letting y'all know he in a whole nother league.
Yeah,
like,
in a whole nother tax bracket.
So, yeah, you know, we get that Drake. And then with just the sound, man, I just thought it was great. And I'm looking forward to more. We know that 4 Bats is from Texas. Yeah. The song, it already had that kind of like Houston type of vibe, even though 4 Bats is from Dallas. But it was only right for Drake to get on the track because it sounded like, some shit that he would do. And I think that he complimented the remix very well.
Right. And I'm really, really excited to hear what they come up with or his influence on Fobat's debut EP under OVO. I think that shit is gonna be dope as hell.
Yeah, he gotta. When you have a good single like this, your next track it has to be done but heat fire. So we gotta keep that up.
We saw what happened to Bryson.
Well, Bryson had a good run though at least for the first album.
No, that's what I'm talking about. After following up.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, after that. So we want that. You know what I mean? We definitely don't want. But that shit's not gonna happen to him though because he's under Drake's supervision and he's representing OVO. So they gonna make sure that he comes out and he makes sure that he put on for that label. You know what I mean? So if you haven't heard it, Fobat's Act 2 Date at 8 remix featuring Drake. Be sure to check that out. Next, we have GloRilla, Big Glow. Memphis, very, Glow, a banger, you know what I mean?
Cuban on Cuban. What she had, like how you say that Cuban shit?
Oh, Cuban on Cuban. Cuban, I can't even say it on her,
Cuban on Cuban.
Man, Big Glow, she stunts and flaunts, her luxurious lifestyle on this record. And she's just proving that she's here to stay. Yeah. Like, I do this hit record shit. Yeah. And I'm like, y'all bitches can't fuck with me. Yeah. And I just fuck with her. Yeah, Glow. Yeah. Nah, but it's really an anthem. You've seen people like LeBron James repost it. You've seen who else reposted it? Was
Gabrielle Union.
She
a lot of love with it.
Even Chloe Bailey, like she wrote like a caption on Twitter, and then GloRilla saw it, and then it was in reference to the song. And rather than saying, yeah, Glow, GloRilla responded, she said, yeah, Glow, Which was hard. I just fuck with GloRilla's personality because I just feel like that is just really her. She is nothing but just herself. That is, and what was the church thing? Remember when he said, and this is a word, and her name is Gloria Hallelujah James, and she said something like, yeah, Glow, or something. He tied it into his word, which was just dope. But remember I
the sermon that went viral?
Yeah, on the shade room. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? He was like, he was like, yeah, Glow. And then she was like, yeah, Glow.
Nah, it's making an impact.
It's making an impact on the culture. And that shit is definitely gonna go platinum. But I want to see her perform that motherfucker.
Nah, for real. When she performing, she gotta go crazy. But it's giving her another hit in her catalog, and this one it's a good one. It's gonna develop authentically like a hit should. I think it's just the start of it. Once the summer hit, that shit is still gonna be going crazy.
It might even get bigger.
Yeah, it will. And the thing with Glow, she does a lot of those like positive affirmations. And she told us, I think in $1 Million Game. $1 Million Worth of Game interview as well, where she said that she grew up in the church and how like that was part of her influence when it came to her music too. And I can kind of hear that even when it comes to her modern sound with rap, to where she speaks very positively and like giving herself like those affirmations, and I fuck with that.
Me too.
So shout out to GloRilla.
Man, yeah, shout out to Big Glow, man. She even signed a deal with Tommy Hilfiger.
Yeah,
Big Glow is really making some. She's on her shit, bro. She got her new pair of tits too. She just been balling ever since she got her tits done.
She shot her shot at Dame Lillard too.
Hey, I think Dame entertained that.
Yeah, he was like no comment.
Exactly. He for sure entertained that.
He's going through a divorce right now. He's trying to keep it low.
Keep it low. You feel me? But hey, Dame, go ahead and fuck with Big Glow. Y'all would they would be dope together.
Yeah, I bet you they gonna pop out.
I hope so, man. All right, y'all. If you haven't heard it, be sure to check out GloRilla's Glow.
Yep.
And that was it for Now Playing. Talk to us, we talk back. Next, we have Who Got It On? Who Got It On? Y'all favorite segment. Coming in hot with Mr. Consistent. I'm calling him Mr. Consistent from the NFL standpoint. Well, he's slowly becoming a fashion
out of athletes, period.
Yeah, just like a fashion. Well, I don't want to say like icon, but like one of the athlete fashion icons in a sense. Because when he's popping out, he's putting that shit on, and that is Steffon Diggs. Steffon Diggs popped out at the Balenciaga fashion show with that shit on. And I would wear that whole outfit. Yeah, And that nigga make me want to get my hair braided right quick because that motherfucker look clean just with the fit. And one thing I just appreciate with Steffon Diggs and all his outfits is how fearless he is. Mm-hmm. He's not afraid. You could just tell he's just not afraid to try any and everything as long as it just makes sense and it compliments him. Like he doesn't do too much, but then he doesn't overdo it as well. Exactly. So it's like he has that 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 good medium in a sense. But this outfit I thought was fly. I love the color. It was like a nude kind of color, kind of like or
like
ivory,
off-white,
off-white, you know. But that shit was fly, and I would wear it from head to toe. So Steffon Diggs, you know, get the W this week.
Nah, facts. The fit was definitely one of the ones that you haven't seen like before. And Balenciaga, he was at the fashion show for that. And with Steffon, he doesn't really miss, you know. And he just launched his own fashion line, which is Living Every Moment.
Oh, dope! I didn't know that.
That shit has some dope pieces as well.
Is it like cut and sew, like Honor the Gift?
In a way, yeah. It has elements of that.
Okay.
You know, so he has like the streetwear, then he has like some high-end pieces too. And he's not afraid to really go out and try new things and work with different designers and stylists that really know how to complement his look. And I think that's dope when it comes to like the NFL. He's one of the ones that's really going to excel within the fashion shit.
Nah, definitely. Sure. He's here to stay. Even after his career, he's created a lane for himself.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, that's what he's setting up to do, you can tell.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So shout out to Steffon Diggs for making another appearance on Who Got It On. Last but not least, holding that L this week, we have Denver Nuggets center Deandre Jordan stepping out, man, in some damn Chelsea boots, a.k.a. I looked on TikTok.
Shit, man.
Womp, womp, womp. God damn, bro. Like, you had, like, Chelsea boots is so fucking 2016, 17. Yeah. I was on TikTok, and one of the girls, I was reading a comment, and one of the girl called him, like, that nigga with them brunch boot on. She called him brunch boots.
To brunch too?
Yeah. She was like, them brunch boots. She was like, you run away from niggas with them type of boots. Them niggas is crazy and financially unstable. You know, financially unstable is definitely not DeAndre Jordan's case, but, you know, the nigga might be crazy. But the Chelsea boots was just like, nigga, damn, nigga. Where's your stylist? You know what I'm saying? And then, but
he doesn't have one.
You could tell. And then what really got me was that trench coat. Like, I just didn't understand.
That was the trench coat, man, for me.
That shit really looked like he purchased that from Forever 21.
Nah, I don't know what the fuck it was. And the funny thing is, it was probably like a high-end designer, but it didn't really work for him, though. I don't know what made that nigga throw that shit on. Yeah. Even the color was kind of off with what he was wearing.
Yeah,
you know?
Nothing just flowed.
I don't know what made him throw that shit on.
Hey, DeAndre, you put that shit on, you was like, nah, I'm gonna fly. Like, I'm fitted, nigga. I'm stepping out in my Chelsea boots, nigga. Nigga.
But, you know, some athletes, you know, they don't really care about that shit. You know, and he probably, like, just now, like, starting to venture out and trying to figure out what works and all of that. But, you know, that nigga should reach out to a stylist, you know?
Nah, he should. He really should. And DeAndre bought a Haler's jacket back in the day.
Oh, word. Shout out to that.
Yeah, he bought a Haler's jacket back in the day. Yeah, DeAndre probably don't even remember that.
This nigga L today.
Yeah, but now he bought a Haler's jacket yesterday. We giving him an L today.
See how that shit go, man.
See how that shit go, man. You should have had that shit on, bro. Nah, I'm playing. But yeah, the Chelsea boots is where he lost me, and the trench was just awful, man. So I couldn't really rock with it.
Yeah, nah, for real. But you know, shit, you got another chance. You know, we do this shit every episode, my nigga. So, you know, do your big one.
Yeah, hopefully you redeem yourself. And that was it for Winter Essentials episode 12. Thank you guys for joining us. Again, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Yep. Talk to us. We what, DP?
Talk back.
Hello. And what you told him to do, DP?
Shit, watch your mouth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nah. You know, shout out to our supporters. Shout out to everybody out there. You know, this shit, we wouldn't even be where we at right now. So, nah, I'm just talking shit.
See y'all when you see ya.